And welcome in, ladies and gentlemen, to Chaska Athletic Park here on PrepSpotlight.tv. We thank you for joining us as we get set for another full slate of games here in the Class C State Amateur Baseball Tournament. Ren Clayton here on the call in Carver County as we are getting ready for a matchup between the Ortonville Rox and the Young America Cardinals.
Amateur baseball is one of Minnesota's great sporting traditions. The state tournament brings together hundreds of communities in late summer at great ballparks all around the state. Coverage of every game can be found on PrepSpotlight.tv. PrepSpotlight.tv's coverage of today's state tournament game is made possible by the Minnesota Baseball Association, and also with help from the Minnesota Twins. Celebrate Town Ball with the Twins on September 11th. Visit twinsbaseball.com/townball for details. Now let's get to the ballpark.
So happy to be back here with you on this Saturday as we get set for an 11 a.m. first pitch here between the Rox and the Cardinals. You see the Young America team being introduced here at Chaska Athletic Park. This is round 2 of the Class C Baseball State Tournament. The winner advances to play next weekend.
And now, here's your starting lineup.
As we will listen into the starting lineups.
Leading off the second baseman, number 4, Isaac Gorman. Batting second, the center fielder, number 25, Bryce Manning. Batting third, the left fielder, number 12, Alex Legit. Batting fourth, the designated hitter, number 32, Matt Mann. Batting fifth, the third baseman, number 20, Rob Whitaker. Batting sixth, the catcher, number 6, Hunter Rigby. Batting seventh, the first baseman, number 24, John Lane. Batting eighth, the right fielder, number 42, Cole Hunter. And batting ninth, the shortstop, number 2, Blake Missalty. On the line today for the Cardinals, number 29, Dylan Whitaker. The Cardinals are managed by Adam Rhodes.
The Young America Cardinals are here in the state tournament by virtue of a victory over St. Clair, the Wood Ducks, in round 1. They got that win 5-1. And now we'll face the Ortonville Rox here as you see them, the reserves entering out onto the field in the black jerseys, white pants. The Rox had a first round bye through to this second round. About 50% of the teams here in the second round didn't have to play round 1 games. And so it will be a Saturday matchup for the winner of this game if whichever team advances to the next round. You see the non-matching uniforms come on. Those are draftees for this tournament from other town ball teams in the league. And they have to be pitchers, so it's pitching depth basically for these squads. Each team gets 3 draftees, and here's the starting lineup.
Batting third, the pitcher, number 5, Chris Fellows. Batting fourth, the catcher, number 16, Chris Doney. Batting fifth, the third baseman, number 2, Joe Fuller. Batting sixth, the designated hitter, number 24, Andrew Triney. Batting seventh, the second baseman, number 12, Tony Shaky. Batting eighth, the right fielder, number 99, Pete Ryan. And batting ninth, the left fielder, number 17, John Thomas. playing first base is number 28, Isaac Newton.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have a special guest with us today. He grew up in Wisconsin, but he's lived in Chaska for the last 20 years with his wife and his 3 adult children. He is the music director for choir and orchestra at nearby Westwood Community Church in Chanhassen. He's also a highly regarded and sought-after official for the Minnesota High School League in football, basketball, and baseball for over 10 years. Please welcome a dear friend of the Chaska Cubs, Jim Larson. Ladies and gentlemen, I ask that you stand as you are able. Gentlemen, remove your caps. And let's pause just for a moment as we consider the military families, the military personnel and families impacted by the activities in Afghanistan over the last week. Now please direct your attention to center field as we honor America, remembering the men and women service members around the globe who protect our liberty and our freedom. Our national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Gentlemen, let's start off.
Nobody does high school sports like PrepSpotlight.tv. Your home for Minnesota State tournament action is also where you can find the best weekly action during the regular season in 2021. We make it easy to be a high school sports fan at PrepSpotlight.tv.
Umpires for today's game were Terry Huggins down on plate, and Manic Gordon on the base head.
And welcome back. Here to PrepSpotlight.tv. The starting lineups and national anthem underway, completed. And this game about to get underway is Young America. The visitors will hit first. The Ortonville Rox are the home team. They'll start out in the field. Right now it's like all focused on the netting here. So it's this. Because like if and so on the mound for Ortonville, it'll be Chris Fellows, number 5, the left-handed pitcher.
Number 4, Isaac Orman.
The ace of the Ortonville Rox squad has been around for a while, and the leader of the pitching staff for the last 12 years, and also contributes at the plate. And he will face Isaac Horman. the leadoff man for Young America. We are underway here on Saturday at the State Amateur Baseball Tournament, Class C, Round 2, the Cards and the Rox. A bunt. This one goes high in the air, bounces in front of the third baseman, and he fumbles it. 2 pitches in, we have our first base runner, Horman. Will reach. Likely an error, as Isaac Horman does his job, puts that one in play. Not the perfect bunt, as it looks like he's going to be given a bunt hit here on the scoreboard. And that'll bring up Bryce Panning, the center fielder. Our first lefty-on-lefty matchup here in Chaska. Ball 1. So hit number 1 already in the books for the Cardinals. And they'll check on the runner. Panning also does some pitching for Young America. Can actually play pretty much every position, as this off-speed pitch misses inside. So a pitch delivered out and now in, and it's 2-0. And now that one missing again, well outside. Count 3-0 is already Chris Fellows in a jam here for Ortonville. That one. Groove down the middle. Three and 1. Breaking ball swung on, fly to short center. Shortstop going back, and it'll land right in front of the center fielder, Trinan. A bloop hit for Bryce Panning.
The left fielder, number 12, Alex Legelia.
Alex Legelia now will come up, and an early threat here for Young America. Nothing hit hard, but a bunt hit and then a flare to center. And there's 2 on with nobody out. Horman moves up to second base. Magellan takes ball 1 from Fellows. Magellan, the left fielder here today. Of course, the state tournament here being played in 3 different sites, locations. They're all in the southwestern area relative to the Twin Cities metro area. Hamburg and Waconia, the other 2 sites where this Class C State Amateur Baseball Tournament is being played. And Magellan, he was a member of Waconia's high school state championship team just a few years ago, 4 years ago in 2017. Squaring to bunt, lays it down nicely. It'll be fielded by the third baseman. Throw high off the bag. The first baseman has to leap to make the catch, and so everybody's safe. Already seen 2 bunts here in the first inning, and the bases are now loaded. It's Matt Mann, the designated hitter, who will come to the plate. It'll be a throwing error against Fuller. And the bases juiced. Infield on the corners moving in. Double play depth, the middle infielders. This one cracked right to the shortstop. They'll go to 2. Out there, no out there. The ball gets away, a run scores, and another one comes home. 2 runs score. And Young America takes a 2-0 lead. Horman and Panning cross home. Legellin moves to third on the throwing error by the shortstop, Salmon. So a couple hits and a couple errors, and the Cardinals are up by 2. Mann reaches on that E6. And so now Rock Whitaker will come up with runners at the corners, still nobody out. Chris Fellows, as the runner goes from first to second, slides in head first, but no throw down. So a stolen base for Mann, and now 2 runners up in scoring position. This one cracked to the third baseman, stabs at it, throw across the diamond in time for out number 1, but run number 3 comes home and scores. Legellin crosses home. Mann had to hold up at second on that softly hit ground ball to third. So there's out number 1. Hunter Rickaby now, the catcher, will come up. The 6th man to bat for the Cardinals. As a strike to start the at-bat from Fellows. Rickaby then swinging through a breaking ball. 0-2 now the count. Fellows hasn't worked ahead in the count very often here so far in this long first half of the first inning. This one flared to right, down for a base hit. They'll slam on the brakes on Mann as he rounded third base. So Rickaby with a hard single. As that the best hit ball of the inning. The previous 2 hits was a bunt and a bloop, then a couple errors and a ground ball until that line drive hit. So there's runners at the corners again, and now Josh Lenz will come up. Josh Lenz, excuse me. Already 3-0. Young America. Josh Lenz pitched collegiately for Concordia St. Paul. Not the starting pitcher here today. Goes no batting gloves. As the curveball comes in nicely for a strike. 0-2 here from Fellows. Still just 1 out. Runner goes. This one poked to right, charging in, diving, and unable to make the play is the right fielder, but they will get the force at second. Nearly an amazing sliding catch from Trinan out and right. Instead, they get the force at second. Another run does come home. That's Matt Mann crossing the plate for the game's 4th run. Cole Peters to bat with now 2 down and a runner on first. The runner goes, throw down, not in time as Lenz steals a base. to move himself up into scoring position with 2 outs. Scoreboard reads 3 hits. There should be 4 in this inning, and those 2 errors. 4 runs scored so far. Big swing and a miss on a slow breaking ball. Young America, a lot of them products of Waconia High School, as the runner going, and the breaking ball in the dirt. Lenz swipes another bag. So 2 stolen bases in this at bat for Lenz, and he's 90 feet away. 3-1 here, the count to Peters. Cracks it to third, stopped. Low throw, picked nicely, and that's the end of the inning. Knutson there at first. And so we head now to the bottom of the first. Young America with a big first inning. 4 runs, 1 left on 4 hits and 2 errors. We're headed now to the bottom of the frame. The Cardinals up on the Rox 4-0.
All summer long, you have gathered with friends, neighbors, and family at ball yards all across Minnesota. Diamonds that decorate and help define hundreds of communities. Town Ball binds together our passion for baseball in our hometown. And on September 11th, the cornerstone of Minnesota baseball, Target Field, will host a party for all those who play, watch, and support Town Ball. The Twins host the Royals at 6:10 p.m. Prior to the game, the newly crowned state amateur champs will be honored at the Town Ball Tavern and during a pregame ceremony. Wear your team colors and enjoy a special night at Target Field.
The 0-2 pitch. Strike 3! Fairmont, state champion in 2020.
For tickets to the Twins' Tip of the Cap to Town Ball on September 11th, visit twinsbaseball.com/townball.
Leading off the home half of the first for Ortonville, the shortstop, number 4, Robbie Salmon.
Welcome back here to Chaska. It's the bottom of the first inning. The Ortonville Rox have their turn to bat, and a swing and a miss on the first pitch from Riley Salmon, as they find themselves in the hole already. 4-0 trailing to Young America. Salmon takes inside from Dylan Whitaker, the starting pitcher for Young America. And a couple of Whitakers on the team. Dylan also played in that Waconia State Championship team in 2017. Pitching currently for Winona State, and a shattered bat. That one comes all the way back to the backstop, and just the handle left in the hands of Salmon. 1-2 the count as they'll retrieve the lumber. And a swing and a miss, a strikeout for Whitaker. Salmon goes down swinging. Nate Trinan now will come up, one of 3 Trinans in the starting lineup here today. And a foul tip swing and a miss for the Rox center fielder. one misses outside. Trinan can cover a lot of ground out there in center field. One of the best defensive players on the team. There's that one just missing outside, a fastball. Trying to paint the corner, but now 2-2 here with one down to the two-hitter. And that one misses. Whitaker on the hill started walking away, expecting that one to be thrown around, but it's the third ball, full count. And now a walk. That one missing low, and Trinan reaches. And Chris Fellows comes up, the three-hole hitter and the starting pitcher this morning. Just a order of business here. Expecting some weather perhaps in the afternoon, evening today. And so they will try to be as expedient as possible with the transition time from these games. If perhaps this game finishes quicker than normal, they'll start the next game sooner. Just trying to get every game completed here today, or as much as possible, if the rain does come later. So the next game, I believe, scheduled for 1:30. If they are able, they'll start it a bit sooner than that for any fans of the teams to follow. Fergus Falls and St. Martin is the matchup that'll take place after this one here at Chaska Athletic Park. 4 games on the schedule here in Chaska today, as there are 4 for each site in Hamburg and in Waconia. This one grounded to short. We'll see if they can turn it. Out at 2, the throw across in time for the Twin Killing. So after a walk and then a double play, no runners left on base, we head to the second. Young America is still leading 4-0.
Celebrate the end of the 2021 Town Ball season. Join your teammates, rivals, and ball fans from around the state. Turn it in on September 11th. Special ticket pricing for Town Ball players and fans. Salutes to the newly crowned champs and a very fun night at the ballpark. Order your tickets at twinsbaseball.com/townball and wear your town's team colors to Target Field on September 11th.
Welcome back here to Athletic Park as we start the second inning. Young America will come up to the plate once more. They nearly batted around in the first inning, sent 8 men to the plate, scored 4 runs. And so Chris Fellows back on the hill for the Rox, hoping for a more successful second frame as he faces 9-hole hitter Blake Pistolka, the shortstop, number 2 for the Cardinals. And he takes a second strike, 0-2, quickly the count. And goes down looking on 3 strikes. Pistolka is struck out quickly. The first strikeout of the game for Fellows. Now it's Isaac Horman, the leadoff man. Bunted and reached on what was ruled a hit to start the game. Third baseman playing in on the grass, and now he might backpedal a couple steps, or one, after no sign of a bunt here in Horman's second at bat. This time skies this one. It'll be foul, deep, and well out of play. Strike one, 1-1 here, the count to Horman. Horman would score the first run of the game. As Alex Legellin reached on an error by the third baseman, Horman crossed home. And dribbles this one right in front of the plate. Catcher out to field his position. The throw up the line gets away, and Horman will trot easily to second base.
Coming at the center fielder, number 25, Bryce Manning.
Bryce Panning now will come up. He singled on that bloop to center and came around to score in the first. Now cranks this one short to right. In to make the catches, Trinan, Peter Trinan. And that's out number one. Alex Legellin now will come up.
Young America, left fielder, number 12, Alex Legellin.
This one fouled up and behind us, out of play. Parking lot kind of surrounds Athletic Park here behind and to the right and left. And busy days like this out in right field beyond the outfield fence, they park cars on the grassy hill for brave souls that feel lucky that no home runs will come their vehicle's way. 2 outs here, runner on second. As this one trickles outside, 1-1 here, the count to Legellin. He also scored. The first 4 batters of the first inning for Young America scored the first 4 runs. He reached on an error by the third baseman. This one cranked to left. Going back as the left fielder, that one hops the wall. A run will score easily as Legellin trots into second with a stand-up double. It's 5-0.
The designated hitter, number 32, Matt Manning.
Matt Mann now will come up. He also scored his first time up and reached on the error by the shortstop as they attempted to get a fielder's choice at second base. This one grounded to third, fumbled briefly. The throw across the diamond is in time to retire the side. But the Cardinals get one more, and now your new score reads Young America 5, Ortonville 0.
Nobody does high school sports like PrepSpotlight.tv. More home for Minnesota State tournament action is also where you can find the best weekly action during the regular season in 2021. We make it easy to be a high school sports fan at PrepSpotlight.tv.
security event, we work to provide free and helpful solutions for your personal and business needs. We've been doing this for generations. From farm fields to baseball fields, boardrooms to city halls, our team is here to help you succeed. Member MBA.
You did? Nice. Oh, hell yeah. Which game? Okay. I'm trying to remember if I've been to their field. Yeah. Football is very fast-paced. Yeah, I just emailed the coaches in high school. They were a little worse about getting back to, but the home half of the second now, as Ortonville will come up. How they trail 5-0. As the first pitch skied straight up behind the mound, it'll be the shortstop ranging over to the second base side of the grassy infield. Pistolka makes the catch, and quickly Chris Doney retired. Pop up to the shortstop. Joe Fuller now will come up, the third baseman for Ortonville. The left-handed hitter. This one grounded right back to the pitcher, stabbing at it and making the play. That's out number 2 quickly. Whitaker working quickly, getting some swings early in at-bats, and already 2/3 of the way through this second inning. As that one misses. And now 2-0 here with 2 out and nobody on. Andrew Trinan, the designated hitter, number 24. And now 3 straight balls, 3-0. Whitaker has fallen behind. Already walked 1, that was in the first inning. And there's strike 1 on the outside corner, a fastball from Whitaker. Interesting. All but 3 of the Ortonville players are Ortonville High School graduates. And that includes Andrew Trinan. Two down, nobody on, and a full count. Check swing, a appeal, and he did go. But no throw, as that one in the dirt, so it's a strikeout, but Trinan heads up play, running down that one out, and he reaches on a strikeout. A delayed appeal also to first base, though the catcher should have probably just thrown immediately, as you don't see that sequence of events very often. So the second strikeout for Whitaker, and now it's the second base runner to reach. Tony Shaky hitting, flying this one to near the first baseman, right by the bag, behind it, and it is Lenz making the play. So a quick inning of work, 1 runner reaches, and he's left on base. It's still Young America 5, Ortonville 0, as we head to the 3rd inning.
Nobody does high school sports like PrepSpotlight.tv. Your home for Minnesota State tournament action is also where you can find the best weekly action during the regular season in 2021. We make it easy to be high school sports at PrepSpotlight.tv.
Scoreboard on the Minnesota Baseball Association. Starting at the third baseman. Bob Whitaker.
Back here with you on PrepSpotlight.tv. We thank you for viewing, joining in with us, and experiencing this amateur baseball tournament here online, watching Young America holding a 5-0 lead over Ortonville as we start the top of the third inning. And Rock Whitaker grounded out to third his first time up. That was in the first. Was actually the first batter to be retired by our starting pitcher for the Rox, Chris Fellows. 2-1 the count here in the first part of this frame. And waiting, flying this one. Right fielder ranging over into foul territory, and he makes the play. Peter Trinan there ranging near the fence here in foul territory for out number one. So one down as Hunter Rickaby comes up. He singled in the first and then was out on a fielder's choice that went 9-6 after a near fly ball catch, line drive hybrid catch by the outfielder Trinan. That was in the first inning. Now we're in the third as this one misses inside 1-1. Here the count from Fellows to Rickaby. Line drive, base knock. Rickaby reaches again. His second single in as many at-bats.
Now then, the first pitch, number 24, Josh Lenz.
Josh Lenz now will come up. He hit into that fielder's choice, reached and made it as far as third right before the inning ended in the first. Lenz stole second and then third base. So already 2 stolen bases here for Josh this inning, or this game. The runner on and 1 out here in the third inning. That one missing high, perhaps inside. 1-1 now the count. Lenz, he's coming off a shoulder surgery in the offseason, so he had a slower start to this season this year in 2021. And he's back working on the hill this season, this postseason as well. As that one misses. 2-1 here the count. We'll keep an eye on Rickaby as this at bat and the next continue. Just now a decent lead as he goes. Swing and a miss. The throw down, and regardless of the throw, it will be interference by the batter. And the throw not in time, but they'll send the runner back to first base. So there'll be a conference here as the swing took Lenz in front of the plate and thereby in front of the catcher trying to make the throw down. And so not sure the discussion here, as this is a call we've seen made at all levels. So they will call the batter Lenz out for out number 2, and they'll send the runner back to first. Rickaby had the base stolen if it wasn't called that way. And so now Peters will come up. Cole Peters, the right fielder, for his second at bat. Grounded to third his first time. This one swinging on the first pitch, fouled away. Did appear that Lenz took a step forward. His momentum certainly took him that way. Don't believe anyone thinks that it was intentional. The obstruction is now they'll check the runner. But did get directly in front of the catcher as he was trying to throw out the runner at second base. So Lenz is out. Cole Peters comes up. 0-1 count and takes a ball inside. 1-1. Cracks this one slowly up the third baseline foul. Extending the lead is Rickaby. Now he goes again. This one shot the other way to right field. Down for a hit. The runner advances, and now it gets away. He'll try to score, and he does. Rickaby scores the 6th run of the game for Young America, moving from first to third after the ball got away once it was thrown back into the infield. Don't know if it was a hit and run designed that way, but waiting on the pitch, and a nice piece of hitting by Peters to shoot that one to the opposite field as the runner was moving on the pitch. So we'll see if a throwing error results in the run. It looks like, yes, they put another error on the board. On the throw into the infield, allowing the runner to score from third. The runner goes, and there will be no throw. Peters with a stolen base. As Blake Pistolka is batting, down in the count 0-2, who struck out his first time. And strikes out, looking for the second time today. That's the end of the inning, but another run scores as Ortonville now trails Young America 6-0.
All summer long, you have gathered with friends, neighbors, and family at ball yards all across Minnesota. Diamonds that decorate and help define hundreds of communities. Town Ball binds together our passion for baseball in our hometown. And on September 11th, the cornerstone of Minnesota baseball, Target Field, will host a party for all those who play, watch, and support Town Ball. The Twins host the Royals at 6:10 p.m. Prior to the game, the newly crowned state amateur champs will be honored at the Town Ball Tavern and during the pregame ceremony. Wear your team colors and enjoy a special night at Target Field.
The 0-2 pitch. Strike 3! Fairmont, state champions in 2020.
For tickets to the Twins' Tip of the Cap to Town Ball on September 11th, visit twinsbaseball.com/townball.
I mean, like, runner did good. That's why. I mean, it didn't look like he was actually trying to run the ball, but he did, like, just sit it
And that's right with a 99. Peter Bryant.
Welcome back here to Chaska Athletic Park near downtown Chaska is Ortonville batting, swinging on the first pitch in this inning, and a fly out to left center field as Dylan Whitaker continues to work quickly, and the Ortonville Rox bats and batters continue to swing early in the count. Peter Trinan there in his first ups flies out on one pitch. So it'll be John Thomas for his first plate appearance here in the bottom of the third inning as he takes a pitch. Strike one. A half a dozen runs up on the board already for the Cardinals. Whitaker staked to a lead, working quickly. This one squirted to first. The first baseman will take it himself and gets there just one step ahead of Thomas for the out. Three unassisted that one. And so we'll turn the scorebook over. It's Riley Salmon, the leadoff man for the Rox. He struck out in the first. Start the bottom of the first inning for Ortonville. Ortonville is just under a 3-hour drive away from where we are currently. So a ways to go to make this trip, as that one, strike two, 0-2 quickly to count, just on the border of South Dakota and Minnesota is Ortonville. Cracked to third, the throw low but in time, and a quick inning of work for Dylan Whitaker. 3 up and 3 down, no runners left on base. We're headed now to the 4th inning. Young America leading Ortonville 6-0. Time is winding down to be part of the 2021 State Amateur Baseball Tournament in Waconia, Chaska, and Hamburg. So get out and support your community, or if you just love the game of baseball and you want to watch some high-level winner-go-home games at fantastic venues like this one, there's nothing like tournament time. And if you can't make it to the games, as those viewers watching know, prepspotlight.tv/townball has all the games at affordable prices, so you can enjoy the tournament at the park or on prepspotlight.tv. Chris Fellows out there for his 4th inning of work.
Leading up the field for the Cardinals. Back to the top of the order. With the second baseman, Isaac Horman.
Has allowed at least a run in every inning so far, hoping to stop that streak as Fellows. As this one knocked to the gap in left center field, down for a hit, rounding hard, aiming for second, sliding in. A hustle double there for number 4, Isaac Horman. The Cardinals' leadoff man has reached every time up. The second extra base hit of the game for Young America. So the Cardinals are at it again here in the 4th. Bryce Panning The center fielder scored his first time up after singling to center. Then he flew out to right in the second inning as he takes a curveball inside. 1-1 the count. Horman in scoring position. This lefty on lefty matchup. Another off-speed pitch as Fellows has, more often than not, it seems, going to something other than the straight fastball. 1-2 is that one. Nicely placed. Waiting and fouling that one up and away. Bounces back down here into fair territory. Bryce Panning hit 3-sports star at Central High School. He was also a star football player. He went on to be an All-American wide receiver at Gustavus. So a high-achieving athlete here is Panning, now in town ball in the state tournament, looking for a big hit as he looks to get one to the gap in right center. That'll drive home Horman, and the 7th run scores for Young America. RBI single for Bryce Panning. Horman, after the leadoff double, comes around to score. Magellan now. On a what looked to be a hanging breaking ball. Pulls that one too far foul, but hit hard. Magellan has reached both times on an error and then that RBI double in the second inning before he was stranded at second base. Young America continues their streak of scoring a run or more in every inning. Put up a 4 spot in the first, and 1 in the second, 1 in the third, and already here 1 in the fourth with nobody down. Waiting, skying this one to left field. Camping underneath it is John Thomas. Makes the catch for the first out of the inning. That one high up in the air. Magellan is retired for the first time today.
For Young America, the designated hitter, number 32.
Panning still at first base. Number 32, Matt Mann, the designated hitter, will come up. He's 0 for 2. Did reach, though, in the first and scored on that error. Mann, as the runner goes, a breaking ball. And in there sliding is Panning. We've seen the runners on the base paths aggressive here for the Cardinals, likely in part to the willingness to throw off-speed pitches so often for Chris Fellows. The curveball employed frequently, and another breaking ball there is the throw not in time. Panning has a stolen base. Here with 1 out in the fourth. And now 2 balls. Mann takes strike 1 now. Matt Mann in his 5th year on the team with the Cardinals. And the older guys here on the team. 42 years old is Matt Mann, the DH. 3-1 here, the count to him. Line drive, base hit. We'll see if they send the runner. They will. Rounding third, the throw. And there will be no relay. An RBI single for Matt Mann as Bryce Panning scores from second base. It's now 8-0 Young America. Matt Mann with his first single and first hit of the game. And now we have a meeting on the hill. I believe a pitching change will be taking place. Fellows allows 8 runs. And responsible for man on first.
Newly crowned champs and a very fun night at the ballpark. Order your tickets from baseball.com/ticket and wear your town's team colors at Target Field on September 11th.
Back here getting ready for the first pitch of the appearance for Linares. With 1 out and a runner on, already a run has scored in this 4th inning. And Rock Whitaker, he's 0 for 2 so far today. Looking for his first hit, first time on base. Whitaker, as we have a check on the runner from Linares over to first base, Knudsen. Rock Whitaker played college baseball at Concordia St. Paul. It's count now 2-1 to him. He's played on the Young America town ball team since he was 15 years old. So now that's his 9th year, as that's a strike clipping the inside corner, now 2-2. One of the power hitters here in the middle of the lineup, hitting out of the 5-hole, third baseman for the Cards. And this one hit him. Looked like a breaking ball, perhaps a slider that just didn't slide. Got Whitaker into the side. Never want to see that go into the ribs, as that can be painful. Don't know exactly where it landed. But now 2 runners on after the hit by pitch. Whitaker reaches. Mann moves up to second. And Hunter Rickaby, he's having a stellar day at the plate. Out of the 6th hole, the catcher, number 6, singled twice, scored in the 3rd inning. Grounds this one into the hole in short, diving, unable to reach it. The run will score from second. Mann crosses home. It's an RBI single for Rickaby. He's now 3 for 3 with 3 singles. Whitaker moves up to second. It's 9-0 Cardinals.
The first baseman, number 24, Josh Lenz.
And now Josh Lenz will come up, a switch hitter. He was called out for that interference his last time up, last inning. Then batting from the right side of the plate, now facing a right-handed pitcher in Lenars. And so will come up in the lefty batter's box and takes a off-speed pitch there for a strike. 9-0 now here at Athletic Park. Just in the fourth. 3 runs already have come home in the fourth inning. This one grounded, but going pulled foul to the right of first base. Lenz, before that interference, in the first inning, he reached on a fielder's choice, stole a couple bases, made it as far as third. 0-2 count as a time now called. Umpires wearing red shirts today. One currently behind home plate, obviously, and another behind the mound on the shortstop side. This one right back to the mound, whiffed on by the pitcher, and now getting through, another run will score. Slow getting to the ball, might have been screened by the pitcher as that one tapped right back up the middle. Lenars couldn't stab it. It's 10-0 Young America. Whitaker scores from second. Rickaby moves to second base, and Lenz reaches on the fielding error. I believe the second baseman there. And so now catcher will come up, discuss something. Don't know if it's a communication or just to settle down his new pitcher. And so now they'll give a hit to Lenz on that last play. I believe they'll leave the fifth error up there, allowing the run to score. So it'll be Lenz getting his first hit of the game, an infield single, as this breaking ball misses. I believe no RBI for Lenz as the runner scored because of the fumble out near second base. This one tapped foul. We'll see if they take the error off, but I don't believe they will. I hear some buttons being pushed, but I believe it's everything accurate up on the scoreboard, as you can see up in the right-hand corner of your screen, upper corner. 4 runs in the first for Young America. Now 4 more here in the fourth. 2 runs scored in between in those 2 innings in the middle. 10-0 the score, is this inning taking longer than all the rest so far as we've got a pitch and change. And many batters have reached. Trickler to third. Double clutch, stretch, and the out is recorded. A nice play there at first base by Knudsen after the third baseman might have delayed his throw a bit. And that's out number 2. The runners from first and second advance to second and third. Rickaby, the lead runner, and now Lenz also in scoring position. Peters is out. Pistolka is hit in the rear. That one never had a chance at the strike zone. So with 2 down, now the base is juiced. As Isaac Horman, not the guy you want to face, as he has reached all 3 times and scored 3 of the 10 runs so far for Young America. 2 hits and reached on an error, so he's officially 2 for 3 with 3 runs scored. The leadoff man for the Cards. Now skies this one. This will go into foul territory over the third base dugout and into the trees, perhaps into the parking lot. So that one drifts out of play. Kids off to run and find that one as $1 is put up as the bounty for that baseball, if found and brought back. This one now fouled up into the netting, back behind home plate here. We have oh, 2 the count. This one squirted and it'll go foul. Still 0-2 the count here with 2 outs. The bases full of Cardinals. As Horman is batting for the second time in this inning. As he takes a called third strike, the breaking ball, Horman thought it was high. He's called out. And the Cardinals, though, they score 4 runs and increase their lead to 10-0 here in Chaska. Young America leading Ortonville at the Class C State Amateur Baseball Tournament 10-0.
Nobody does high school sports like PrepSpotlight.tv. More home to Minnesota State tournament action is also where you can find the best weekly action during the regular season in 2021. We make it easy to be a high school sports fan at PrepSpotlight.tv.
Big chicken? No, I don't mean like junior high chicken. I mean, I want to eat something good. I'm feeling sick. And you should be feeling quick trip. And ready to grab chicken is hot and ready to eat. Not feeling fried? How about home style roast? And we got it. Mashed potatoes, mac and cheese, potato wedges as well. Fill up your tank, fill up your tummy. Quick trip. We got you covered. Getting out the home run for the four for the Rox. It's the center fielder, number 48, Nate Ryan.
Welcome back here to Athletic Park near downtown Chaska as we begin the bottom of the 4th inning. The Ortonville Rox are behind big, 10-0 to Young America as they look to work their way back into this one. 10-run rule, I believe, is after 7 complete. So still plenty of time for Ortonville. This one, diving at second base, spinning and throwing. Unable to get that throw there in time, but laying out in a full Superman was Isaac Horman. He's had a great day out at the plate and now in the field nearly makes a terrific out there, but got to the ball regardless. Nate Trinan reaches on the first hit of the game, an infield single. What a way to break up the, what was a 3-hit no-hitter by Dylan Whitaker. Nate Trinan reaches, and so Chris Fellows will come up. Exited the game off of the mound in the last half inning, has struggled on the mound, but here at the plate looking to get some of that back. Grounded into a 4-6-3 double play last time. Down in the count 0-2 is Whitaker. Sends it high. This one, line foul into the fan area over the fence and past the dugout. It's 1-2 still. Whitaker checks on the runner at first and rears back and gets the strikeout of Fellows. That's the third strikeout of the game for Whitaker. He has been efficient, forcing ground balls often. And that'll bring up Chris Doney, who popped out to short his first time up, with still a runner on first. Doney swing and miss, and this one gets by the catcher. Trinan will advance. The first runner to make it to second base against Whitaker so far in this game. Trinan is the third base runner so far. Just the first hit allowed. Actually, Trinan had reached in his previous at-bat on a walk. That was in the first inning. And then Andrew Trinan reached on a strikeout in the second. And now Nate is back on base for the second time, as Doney is behind in the count 1-2 here with one down. And a big swing and a miss. Another strikeout for Whitaker. A high fastball gets by the batter once again. As there's two down as Joe Fuller comes up. Grounded it back to the pitcher in the second inning. And he takes strike one. Fuller, longtime Rox player, 20 years with the Ortonville Town Ball team. Has been the best hitter for the Rox this year. And a swing and a miss. Behind in the count 0-2, and Whitaker pitching extremely well. Has allowed the first hit that didn't get to the outfield. And now this one will get up in the air to left center field, ranging over, making the play. The side is retired. So after the first hit allowed, Whitaker escapes with a couple strikeouts, one left on base as we head to the fifth inning. Young America leading 10-0 over Ortonville here in the Class C State Amateur Baseball Tournament.
Free catcher. Slaps one in the air to left. Carrying deep. Fleming to the fence, to the wall. Gone! A 3-run home run for Pierce. And that ball just kept carrying and carrying over the fence. And Air Freight's opened it up here in the fifth. And this one hit high and deep to left. This one way out of here. 6-0 Air Freight. A bomb by Cummings. And then a couple of groundouts to third. He hammers one high in the air to center field. Scallon back, has it measured. That's it! Air Freight Unlimited, your Class A state champions. They win their 21st game of the year. They dominate the championship game.
Leading up the fifth for Young America. Number 25, Bryce Hanson.
Back here in the 5th inning, Young America back to bat. In the top of the frame is Bryce Panning comes up for the 4th time. First pitch, fouls that one into his leg. Does wear that pad there to protect his lead ankle, the left-handed hitter. Facing Sam Lenars. Now he's starting his first full inning of work out on the mound for Ortonville. Panning quickly down in the count. 0-2. Pops this one straight up. Catcher ranging over, now moving behind and overran it. It's always been a tricky proposition here on the pop-ups behind home plate at Athletic Park. For years and years, it's been a tough play. And so that one's just another strike. Panning has another chance. He is 2 for 3 today. Singled and scored in the first. Flew out in the second and then singled in the last inning. And now singles here in this one. Line drive right back, grazed the top of the mound as it escaped the infield quickly. Went out to center field, and now Panning has reached for the 3rd time. Alex Magellan now comes up. Magellan, an RBI double in the 2nd inning. Also scored a run after reaching on an error in the 1st. Magellan, a college baseball player in Nebraska, plays for Wayne State. And he had a double here today, as we just mentioned. He is climbing up the leaderboard in Wayne State's all-time doubles list for their program. So he likes those 2 baggers. Fouls that one away. 2-1 here, the count from Lenars to the 3-hitter for Young America. Not too far to go for Young America, conversely to Ortonville, who, as we mentioned, have about a 2-hour and 50-minute drive set for them to get back home after this game. Young America just 17 miles away from where we're at here in Chaska. As this one gets all the way to the backstop, and trotting to second is Panning. With that 10-run lead, no reason to dig for anything more than what's given. Young America just straight west of here, 26 minutes it says on Google Maps. About a 21-mile drive if you go through Cologne on Highway 212. Full count now here to Magellan. Flew out to left his last time up, and has a runner in scoring position here in the 5th inning. And this one hit him. That one tailing and inside. Looks like it got the thigh of Magellan. I've seen the past couple innings a few hit batters. There was one in the last time Young America came to the plate. And I believe we'll have a pinch hitter here. So Matt Mann, the designated hitter, his night's done. And with that 10-run lead, they're getting some other players involved. Check swing there off the bench for the pinch hitter, as well as try to locate exactly who is up there. Number 15, Logan Harms, batting for the Cards. One and two, Harms at his first plate appearance of this game. And takes that one outside, 2-2 from Sam Lenars. This one chopped back to second, scooped up, underhanded, and in time for the double play. A nice pick at first as a slow chopper, able to turn two, going 4-6-3. The lead runner, panning, advances to third. Rock Whitaker now will come up. With two down and a runner 90 feet away, Whitaker has gone 0 for 2, and he was hit by a pitch last inning. Came around to score the 10th run of the game. In his 3 plate appearances. Chance for an RBI, his first of this contest for Whitaker. And pulls that one down the third base line. Rock Whitaker, an infielder, plays on the corners. Today he's at third. Stood at 6'5". Also played high school basketball for Waconia. And a nice pick there by the catcher. Lunging to his right and scoops that one on the backhand before it got back to the backstop. It would have been actually interesting to see if they would send the runner from third up by 10. This one fouled, might have gotten a piece, it did, of the foot of Rock. Rock spelled R-O-C-H. Full count, 2 down, and a runner at third base, Rock Whitaker. At the plate, lines this one back up the middle for an RBI single. So Whitaker wins the long battle, and it's 11-0, Young America. And I believe we'll have a pinch runner for Whitaker. We will.
Number 30, Logan Christensen.
It'll be number 30, Logan Christensen, coming in to run on the base paths at first base. We'll see if he stays in after out in the field or if he's just out to run. As Hunter Rickaby comes up, no one having a better day at the plate than a Mr. Hunter Rickaby. 3 up, and he has singled 3 times. Just scored the 1 run, though. As watches that one outside is 1-1. Young America feeling good about their chances here in this one as they lead by a lot. Here in the 5th inning. This game has taken a while with those runs having to be accumulated. The winner of this, as we mentioned, will advance and play in round 3 of this Class C State Amateur Baseball Tournament. As this one misses outside 3-1. If Young America were to advance, they would play here next Saturday, so a week from today. It will be a 4:30 start time. And the winner of this, as we have a walk here from Lenars. Rickaby reaches again, has now reached every plate appearance that he has had, as Christensen, the pinch runner, moves up to second. As we'll have perhaps a pitching change, at least a meeting on the hill. Don't know if that's a manager. It looks to be just the first baseman coming out, second baseman as well to lend a word. Josh Lenz will come up for his 4th plate appearance. Fielder's choice, then an interference, and then singled. Batting in his 3rd straight inning. Just to finish up the next week's schedule, the winner of this, as we mentioned, will play next Saturday, a week from today, here at Chaska Athletic Park. And they'll play the winner of the Austin Greyhounds and St. Patrick Irish game. That's being played currently in Waconia. And there's a strike to Lenz, 1-1, the count with 1 down. There was that double play turned here earlier in this inning. That's how he came up with the 2 outs. A run has already come in to continue the streak of a run being plated in every inning for for the Cardinals. This one pulled, foul. Now this one chopped slowly to first, scooping and stepping is the first baseman. Knutson makes the play, and that's the inning, but another run does score. The scoreboard now reads 11-0. Young America leading Ortonville here at the Class C State Amateur Baseball Tournament on PrepSpotlight.tv.
Send the runner from second, and in standing up for the 3rd run in the 2nd of the inning.
Ripped out to right field. This one's tracking back. Does it have enough? It's gone. A 2-run blast. They'll look for the bunt, and they'll try it at the plate. Not in time. Scores run. The RBI from Kuzats.
1 down. Ball's lined into center field. This is going to be trouble. This will be bringing 1 run. The throw home, cut off by the pitcher. 2 runs will score. Back into this ball game. That ball is smoked over a diving grab by the second baseman Carroll for out number 3. A nice play over there at the second baseman Carroll.
For details on festivities and check out the special pricing for town hall players and fans, visit winsbaseball.com/town hall.
Welcome back here to PrepSpotlight.tv. Thanks for watching here in your home to stream the state amateur baseball tournament, whether it was Class A last week, finishing up crowning their champion, or C and B, C this week. As we're in the bottom of the fifth, Ortonville, the Rox, trying to climb out of a deep hole. This one popped up to second base. And there to make the play is Isaac Horman. Andrew Trinan retired. For out number one, and now Tony Shaky, the second baseman, will come up. He popped out in his first at bat. That one gets by. Dylan Whitaker, let's talk about him. He has had a great performance so far. Just the one hit that didn't leave the infield, that was last inning. Nearly an amazing play made by Horman at second to keep the no-hitter going. But through 4, no runs, 1 hit, no errors, the 1 walk, and 3 base runners allowed by Whitaker, and just 2 more than the minimum faced, as after the walk in the first inning, Whitaker induced a 4-6-3 double play. So this is Shaky batting for the second time, and speaking of a walk, there is a base on balls. Shaky reaches. Now that's the fourth base runner, as Peter Trinan will come up. He flew out to left field last time up. And takes strike 1. Dimensions out here, dead center is 390. 325 at the foul poles, 355 in left center and right center. The runner goes, swing and a miss. The throw down, not in time. So a stolen base for Shaky, as the Ortonville Rox hoping to get something going here in the fifth. This one now cracked to center. That'll be down for a hit. They'll wave Shaky around. The throw. And the run will score. The throw coming all the way home, but stepping out in front of home plate, as that would have been a close play. Likely would have been safe, but the catcher stepping out, not trying the tag, as Shaky right after the stolen base to advance to second. On the next pitch, comes around to score on the RBI single from Peter Trinan. So the shutout is over. And that the second hit, the best hit ball of the game against Whitaker, the first hit into the outfield. And it's 11-1. John Thomas batting now. Thomas takes strike 1, 1-1 the count from Whitaker. If you are Whitaker, certainly the 1 run allowed means next to nothing with still a 10-run lead. And that right there is pretty much what you want to do, just pound the strike zone. Pitch as you have been. Already with an out here in the fifth, just continue what you've been doing. This one flied to shallow center, and on the move, the catch is made by Panning. And there it is, out number 2 as the ball put in play. A fly out to the center fielder, and that'll turn the lineup over as Riley Salmon will come up for the 3rd time today. He's 0 for 2 with a strikeout and a ground out to third. Salmon takes ball 1, as Whitaker has missed on the outside part of the plate several times here today, or excuse me, in this inning. Not something we'd seen throughout much of the day, but now a few more times here in this inning, but still decent command is that one. In there for a strike. This one cracked to the hole at second. The throw to get the lead runner and end the inning. A nice play there by the shortstop, Pistolka. Had to put something on that throw as he was down to his knees. And Ortonville, they get a walk, a stolen base, a hit. They leave 1, and they score their first run of the game. It's now 11-1, Young America leading as we enter the 6th inning here on Prep Spotlight TV.
Free catcher slaps one in the air to left, carrying deep. Fleming to the fence, to the wall, gone! A 3-run home run for Pierce. And that ball just kept carrying and carrying over the fence. And Air Freight's opened it up here in the 5th. And this one hit high and deep to left. This one way out of here. 6-0 Air Freight. A bomb by Cummings. Gets in a couple of ground outs to third. He hammers one high in the air to center field. Scallon back, has it measured. That's it. Air Freight Unlimited, your Class A state champions. They win their 21st game of the year. They dominate the championship game.
The best team for Ortonville on number 4, Chandler Harrison. For decades, they have provided customers with an exceptional food experience while continuing to be involved in the community. Now enjoy more time with your family and friends this summer when you order online using our computer app. Order from anywhere and then pick up curbside through the means. Learn more at MacandTunes.com. Leading out to 6 for Young America. The right fielder, number 43, Cole Peters.
Welcome back here to the start of the 6th inning here at Chaska Athletic Park. We have a new pitcher for Ortonville. It's another draftee. It's Chandler Erickson of the Coyotes, number 4. He'll come out and step onto the hill for the Rox. As this one skied. And a quick out recorded. Cole Peters pops up to the shortstop. And that'll bring up Blake Pistolka. And I believe a pinch hitter for Pistolka. It'll be number 18. And taking a strike 1. On my sheet here, 18 listed as Damian Schwartz. So he will hit for Stalker, who was hit by a pitch last time, struck out twice. Weekly hit up the line. The pitcher scoops and runs to the base. So quickly 2 outs recorded. And now we'll have a I believe, another pinch hitter, this time for Isaac Horman. It's Caleb Horman coming in to hit.
Pinch hitter number 28, Caleb Holman.
Isaac had gone 2 for 4 with 3 runs scored and a single and a double. As now getting some of the reserves into the game here, up by 10, is Young America. Chandler Erickson. His jersey reads Coyotes. Likely many of these Ortonville players pronounce it Coyotes, as you are supposed to in the state of South Dakota, as this one, Ortonville, located just on the border of Minnesota and South Dakota, as mentioned. There's a strikeout, and the Coyote gets the K. A nice inning of work for the draftee, and we're headed to the bottom of the 6th. Ortonville looking for more runs.
Cardinals on number 37. Will Holman. Number 4, Isaac Horman, re-entered. Now left field, number 26, Quinn Eisen. Leading on the home half of the 6th for the Rox. Center fielder, number 48, Mitch.
Welcome back here to PrepSpotlight.tv. We have a pitching change for Young America, as they bring in one of their draftees. It's Will Horniman from Hamburg, as Dylan Whitaker completes 5 innings of solid work, allowing just 1 run on 2 hits, 2 walks, got 4 strikeouts, and worked efficiently on the hill for the Cardinals. Horman is back out there at second base, re-entering as a hit on the first batter. Nate Trinan knocks it to center field for a single. So the first batter Horniman faces singles, and now that'll bring up Chris Fellows. Except we have a pinch hitter for Fellows, as Bruce Doney comes in. Number 52. Fellows had gone 0 for 2, the double play that he grounded into and a strikeout. Starting the day on the hill at Fellows. So a single is Doney, as this one gets by. The catcher will retrieve it. Quinn Ishins is also a new outfielder, number 26 out in left field for Young America. A swing to miss there from Doney. 1-1 here, the count from Horniman to the pinch hitter. Each player in for their first appearance of this game. Doney takes that one high. Hamburg's product. Some good pace on that fastball, but now behind in the count. 2-1 is the pitcher. And struggling with his control a tad. 3-1. And it's a walk. 5-pitch walk to Doney. A fan favorite clearly here is the Ortonville faithful. A round of applause as Bruce Doney reaches. As he will sub out for a pinch runner, excuse me.
Ran to first base.
Chris Doney now to bat. One and one here the count with no one out and 2 runners on base. This one through the hole for a single. They'll wave the lead runner. The throw will be cut, and the second run scores for the Rox. Trinan slides in safely. And now the lead back to single digits as it's 11-2. The pinch runner for Doney advances to second. And Chris Doney is on first base with an RBI single. Joe Fuller, the scheduled batter now, number 2. With the corner infielders coming in. Swing and a miss. This one gets away. Both runners. And now the trail runner comes back to first. Got almost halfway there, turned around and came back. Probably could have made it to second. We'll see if he doesn't try to steal here on the next pitch after the hesitation. Stays put, swing and a miss on an off-speed pitch. And Fuller, Joe Fuller has grounded out to the first baseman and then flew out to center his last time up. The first inning with 2 hits for Ortonville here in this frame. There's 4 total hits in the game. This one tapped back to the pitcher again. A check on the runner at third who holds up, and the throw to first for the out. The first out of the inning. And the second time Fuller has grounded it back to the pitcher for a ground ball out. So Horniman fielding his position well. The runner advances from first to second. That's Chris Doney. And now 2 runners in scoring position as Andrew Trinan is scheduled. I don't believe that's him. Number 6, we'll see who's batting for Trinan. Perhaps came in defensively before. It's Jackson Atley. This one grounded to third. The throw will come across the diamond in time for out number 2. Another run scores. That was Chris Fellows running. He re-entered after getting pinch hit for and ran for Bruce Doney, who pinch hit for him and then walked. So Fellows scores. Chris Doney still at second, and now there's 2 outs for Tony Shaky. An RBI for Atlee. Shaky, swing and a miss. He walked, stole a base, and scored the first run of the game for Ortonville, his last time up. Popped out his first time to the plate. Shaky plays second base, also can pitch for the Rox. His batting has picked up here in the postseason. And takes that one just inside. And a swing and a miss. In the dirt, a strikeout. And not in the dirt, as the batter is out. But after another hit, Ortonville scores twice, and now they have 3, trailing 11-3 to Young America entering the 7th. We'll be right back. You're watching PrepSpotlight.tv.
Nobody does high school sports like PrepSpotlight.tv. Your home for Minnesota State tournament action is also where you can find the best weekly action during the regular season in 2021.
Welcome back to PrepSpotlight.tv. We are beginning the 7th inning. The top of the 7th. So we have a new pitcher on the mound for Ortonville. It's Mike Shaky. A draftee from Rosen Express. As now the Rox have used all 3 of their draftees. Their draftee pitchers here in this game. Their 4th pitcher to come onto the mound. After putting up a 3 spot. Young America hopes to push this one back to a double-digit lead. but a 2-spot last inning, pardon me. It's 11-3 as a 4-pitch walk to start the inning is an inauspicious start to Shakey's outing. Bryce Panning reaches for now the 4th time in 5 plate appearances. He scored 3 runs. We'll see if he scores a 4th as Alex Logelin comes up. Logelin. And it is actually a pinch hitter for Logelin, or a placement. Number 26 is batting. I believe he might have come in last time. And that is Quinn Ishins. He did come in as a defensive replacement last half inning. Quinn Ishins. Getting his first at bat. As now Shakey back in the strike zone, and there's a foul. And a swing and a miss from Ishins, strikes out. And that'll bring up Logan Harms.
For the Cardinals, number 15, Logan Harms.
One down with a runner on. Bryce Panning, who walked. This one grounded to short. They'll try to turn 2. The lead runner is out, and the trail as well. Logan Harms grounds into the second double play of his outing. And that ends the inning. So after a walk, Shakey faces the minimum. We're headed now to the bottom of the 7th. Young America 11, Ortonville 3.
Send the runner from second. And in standing up for the 3rd run in the 2nd of the inning.
Ripped down to right field. This one's tracking back. Does it have it up? It's gone. A 2-run blast. They'll look for the bunt. And they'll try it at the plate. Not in time. Scores run. The RBI from Puzats.
Line into center field. This is going to be trouble. This will be bringing 1 run. The throw home, cut off by the pitcher. 2 runs will score. And back into this ball game. 1 ball smoked over a diving grab by the second baseman Carroll for out number 3. A nice play over there at the second baseman.
All summer long, you have gathered with friends, neighbors, and family at ball yards all across Minnesota. Diamonds that decorate and define hundreds of communities. Town Ball binds together our passion for baseball in our hometowns. And on September 11th, the cornerstone of Minnesota baseball, Target Field, will host a party for all those who play, watch, and support Town Ball. The Twins host the Royals at 6:10 p.m. Prior to the game, the newly crowned state amateur champs will be honored at the Town Ball Tavern and during a pregame ceremony. Wear your team colors and enjoy a special night at Target Field.
The 0-2 pitch. Strike 3! Fairmont, state champion in 2020.
For tickets to the Twins' Tip of the Cap to Town Ball on September 11th, visit twinsbaseball.com/townball.
Welcome back here to the Class C State Amateur Baseball Tournament. It is the bottom of the 7th inning. And we have a new pitcher out there for Young America. It's Jordan Harms, number 10, the lefty, coming in for his first inning of work. This one flared out to shallow center over the shortstop's head, and a first pitch hit for number 99, Peter Trinan, his second hit of the game. And so Trinan is 2 for 3. As Ortonville now will send up another pinch hitter. Big swing and a miss on a high pitch. Number 18, Josh Wallace. Has entered the game here in the bottom of the 7th, down by 9, or down by 8, excuse me. Young America with 13 hits, Ortonville with 5. Trinan on first. This one grounded to short. The out at second, the throw across for the double play. We've seen a multitude of double plays turned here for both teams, as that one goes 6-3 and erases Trinan's hit. 2 down now as Jordan Harms looks to face the minimum. Riley Salmon is back up there for his 4th at bat. He's 0 for 3 so far today, as we just about ready to hit the 1 o'clock top of the hour. 2 hours through this game. This one cranked, it'll be foul to the side of the hill. As that one misses, 2-1. Salmon has been playing with the Rox for 18 years. Long time fixture of the program. Was that one a strike? 2-2, the count evens up. And now a full count, 3-2 with 2 down and no one on base. This one grounded to short, stabbed at, throw across, in time for the out. So Jordan Harms faces the minimum after allowing a hit. No one left on base. We're headed to the 8th, 11-3. Young America leading Ortonville.
Nobody does high school sports like PrepSpotlight.tv. Your home for Minnesota State tournament action is also where you can find the best weekly action during the regular season in 2021. We make it easy to be a high school sports fan at PrepSpotlight.tv.
Welcome back here to PrepSpotlight.tv. Mike Shaky out there for his 2nd inning of work on the hill, the draftee for Ortonville from Rosen Express. A 1-1 count here to Christensen. Logan Christensen came in for Whitaker as a pinch runner in the 5th and has stayed in. This is first bat. Up by 8. Young America get it back to 10 and shorten the length of this game, perhaps. We shall see as that one fouled away. 2-2 here the count to Christensen, excuse me. And that's clips the outside corner, a strikeout for Shaky. And Hunter Rickaby will come up. Has reached every time, 4 plate appearances and 4 times on base. He's 3 for 3 with a walk. 1 run score. And takes that one on the inside part of the plate for a strike. And now a ball. Rickaby caught 27 innings in less than 24 hours during the region tournament for Young America. So grinder behind the plate. He's a grad of Central High School in Norwood, Young America, and he also played a few years of college baseball at Hamlin in St. Paul. 3-1 here, the count to him from Mike Shaky, the 4th pitcher to take the mound for Ortonville. Now entering his 2nd inning of work. This one grounded up the middle. Diving, making the stab is the shortstop. And the fling not quite in time, but a great defensive effort from Salmon. Riley Salmon. A layout, but an infield single for Rickaby. His 4th hit of the game. Has reached every time. 4 singles for the catcher. And it's Josh Lenz coming up. With 1 on and 1 out, Lenz fouls this one up and away over our heads and bounces back down off the siding. A switch hitter. Waits on this one, and that one just misses. Josh Lenz has a good history in this tournament. He was a member of the all-tournament team in 2018. He fouls this one into himself. Goes down to a knee. That 2018 season for Young America was when the Cardinals lost in the state semifinals. They give Lenz a minute. Also a pitcher for Concordia St. Paul, as we may have mentioned. Lenz threw 17 1/3 innings in regions. Did not allow an earned run. As that one just missing outside. Lenz struck out 22 batters in those 17 1/3. So perhaps we shall see him as this tournament rolls on if the Cardinals are to advance. This one lined but pulled foul. Runner on first. Slow pitch popped up. This will be in foul territory. Catcher giving a look right against the fence and unable to make the play. And coming up limping is the catcher, Doney. Chris Doney launched into the fence, but might have gotten a piece of that siding. The netting took most of the blow, but right back in there. 2-2 the count here to Josh Lenz. 1 out, a runner on first base. That's Rickaby. Cranked deep. Might be in foul territory. It is, and out of play just over the fence there near the 225 marker, but didn't get quite that far. Right fielder giving a look, trying it out there. And so the battle continues. And another foul ball. A smile from the pitcher as he thought maybe he had finished the at-bat, but it rolls on. Lenz has a single in this game. He's had a unique day at the plate as this one misses inside, so the count runs full. 3-2 with 1 out. And Cole Peters due on deck. Lenz reached on a fielder's choice, stole 2 bases in the first, then was out on an interference later, and now he strikes out here as Shaky wins the battle, the long extended foul ball filled at bat. That's out number 2 and the second strikeout of the inning for Shaky. He has 3 in his now inning and 2/3 worth of work. Cole Peters comes up. Peters swings through an off-speed pitch. 1-1. The count to the right fielder, who is 1 for 4 today, with a single and a stolen base. Grounded out twice and popped up once. That was his last time up in the 6th inning. We're here in the top of the 8th. 2 more ups potentially for Ortonville. This one fouled into Peters. Cole Peters, 6'8", played basketball in high school at Waconia. College baseball at Concordia St. Paul. Shaky from the set, delivers another strikeout. Mike Shaky, an enthusiastic appearance, celebrating, striking out the side here to escape the top of the 8th. We head to the bottom of the inning. Some work to do for Ortonville as they trail by 8 runs here in the state tournament.
Free catcher slaps one in the air to left, carrying deep. Fleming to the fence, to the wall, gone! A 3-run home run for Pierce. And that ball just kept carrying and carrying over the fence. And Air Freight's opened it up here in the 5th. And this one hit high and deep to left. This one way out of here. 6-0 Air Freight. A bomb by Cummings. Since then, a couple of groundouts to third. He hammers one high in the air to center field. Scallon back, has it measured. That's it! Air Freight Unlimited, your Class A state champions. They win their 21st game of the year. They dominate the championship game.
Welcome back to PrepSpotlight.tv and the 8th inning here in Chaska. Well, time is winding down to be a part of the 2021 State Amateur Baseball Tournament in Waconia, Chaska, and Hamburg. Get out and support your community, or if you just love the game of baseball and want to watch some great games at fantastic venues, there is nothing like tournament time. If you can't make it to the games, PrepSpotlight.tv/townball has all the games at affordable prices. Enjoy the tournament at the park or on PrepSpotlight.tv. We have a pitching change once again. It's another draftee for Young America as they bring out their draftee from Cologne. It's Cade Weigert, the right-handed pitcher in the white and orange jersey. And he'll come out here for the bottom of the 8th and face Ortonville's Nate Trinan, who's had a good day at the plate. Nate has singled twice and walked once. 3 total plate appearances. He's 2 for 2 and has scored a run as well. Was the first hitter for Ortonville to get a hit. That was in the beginning of the 4th inning on his infield single. Now Weigert. Working ahead with a 1-2 count after that foul tip from Trinan. Of course, Nate, Andrew, and Peter, Trinan trio on the Rox Ball Club. This one grounded to second. Ugly hop, but recovers in time. Does Horman, and that's out number 1. So we'll see who comes up here. It is scheduled to be Chris Fellows. Bruce Doney had a at-bat, walked, and then Fellows came right back in to run for him. Fellows, of course, started the game on the hill for Ortonville. Struggled. And takes strike 1 here with 1 out in the bottom of the 8th inning. 11-3 the score. Ortonville hoping to get back in this one with a handful of runs. As this one fouled back. One and 2 the count here with 1 down. And now chopped slowly to first. It'll be an easy play, but fumbled and then recovered again. As Fellows might have had more of a chance had he been running a bit faster, but that an easy play normally at first base. And 2 down. Chris Doney will bat. 1 for 3 today is Chris Doney. He singled and drove in a run his last time to the plate. The best hitter for power on the team for Ortonville. Pops this one up and away. Young America hoping to get through to play next week, next Saturday here in Chaska in the next round. Haven't scored in a few innings, Young America, after scoring in the first 5, at least 1 run. This is Young America's 5th year in a row in the state tournament. Flied, might be in foul territory. It is, and it's out of play near the trailer just beyond the right field foul territory fence. And Young America, they lost in the state semifinals last year to St. Patrick. Play in the Crow River Valley League, Region 5. Good team here in C class. 2-2 the count. Popped up and out of play. Another foul ball. Joe Fuller is on deck, as Cade Weigert has come in and pitched well so far. And another strikeout. That's actually Weigert's first. A 1-2-3 inning, no walks, no hits, no one left on base. We're headed to the 9th inning. Young America coming to bat for the last time here in Chaska Athletic Park.
All summer long, you have gathered with friends, neighbors, and family at ball yards all across Minnesota.
Still going, gone! A home run!
Diamonds that decorate and help define hundreds of communities. Town Ball binds together our passion for baseball in our hometowns. And on September 11th, the cornerstone of Minnesota baseball, Target Field, will host a party for all those who play, watch, and support Town Ball. The Twins host the Royals at 6:10 p.m. Prior to the game, the newly crowned state amateur champs will be honored at the Town Ball Tavern and during a pregame ceremony. Wear your team colors and enjoy a special night at Target Field.
The 0-2 pitch. Strike three! Fairmont, state champions in 2020.
Congratulations to the Fairmont Martins. They are your 2020.
For tickets to the Twins' Tip of the Cap to Town Ball on September 11th, visit twinsbaseball.com/townball.
Welcome back to PrepSpotlight.tv. We have another pitching change. Tony Shaky will take to the hill for Ortonville. Right-handed pitcher coming onto the mound from second base, as this one grounded to third on the first pitch. The throw across, and that's out number one. Quickly, the first out recorded as Damian Schultz taps to third. Isaac Horman will come up now. So Shaky on the mound, was playing second, and now it is Carter Powell out there off the bench to play in the infield. This is Caleb Horman, who pinch hit for Isaac Horman in the 6th inning. Now coming up here in the 9th, and that one into his behind. That's actually Isaac coming back in to the game, so my apologies. A hit by pitch now. As Horman reaches for the fourth time today, has singled, doubled, and reached on an error, and now via the hit by pitch route. Bryce Panning, 2-hole hitter. Speaking of someone that has come to the plate and reached often, Bryce Panning has reached all but one of his 5 plate appearances. 3 singles on a walk and a flyout. And it's now at plate appearance number 6 right now for Panning. Strike. 2-1 to the left fielder. Excuse me, center fielder. This one hit to the outfield. Underneath it, the center fielder, and makes the easy catch. For out number 2 in the inning. Quinn Ishins comes back out here. Entered as a defensive replacement. And then struck out in the 7th. It's 1-1 here from Shaky to Ishins. It's a beautiful day here, a summer day, 28th of August. The temperature 84 degrees, 81 now, as the rain is expected to come fairly soon. It's 1:23 right now, so this game going longer. The next one was supposed to start at 1:30. It will not. Potentially some rain. I hate to say it, but any minute now. And that rain's supposed to continue throughout the night. And so we will see how many games we were able to get in here today, if not all. Knock on wood. 2-2 the count. That one down low and away. Full count now with a runner on base and 2 down. Quinn Ishins trying to extend the inning for Young America. Cardinals up by 8. Ishins fouls it back. Bottom of the 9th inning, Ortonville scheduled to send up Joe Fuller, Andrew Trinan, or Jackson Atley, and then Tony Shaky, who's on the hill right now. The runner goes, and that one in the dirt. It's a walk. The runner will round second, dig for third, and he'll be in there standing up. Ishins stays at first after walking.
Number 15, Logan Arms.
So Isaac Horman, the would-be 11th run, excuse me, 12th run, is on third base, and Logan Harms comes up again for his third at bat. Grounded into 2 double plays in his only 2 at bats here so far today. And takes that one for a ball, 1-1 the count. This one, flied, foul territory, near the dugout. First baseman calling for it, and Knutson making the play. So that ends the inning. Young America leaves 2, but we're headed to the bottom of the 9th with the Cardinals leading 11-3. The Rox hoping for a major comeback here on Prep Spotlight TV.
Nobody does high school sports like PrepSpotlight.tv. Your home for Minnesota State tournament action is also where you can find the best weekly action during the regular season in 2021. We make it easy to be a high school sports fan at PrepSpotlight.tv.
Welcome back to Prep Spotlight TV. The bottom of the ninth underway. Ortonville needing 8 runs to tie as they trail 11-3, and we have a new pitcher on the hill to hopefully end this one out for Young America. And a base hit here for Joe Fuller. His first hit of the game. So Fuller reaches against the new right-handed pitcher, Zach Stockman, the draftee from Plato. And now swinging away, Andrew Trinan. He's back into the game after he was pinch hit for, or defensive replaced. Either way, Trinan trying to muster up a mighty rally. This one, shot left field, it's going to be foul. Had that stayed in, would have been extra bases, but 20, 30 feet to the left of the left field foul line. A year hiatus for Andrew Trinan from the team. Back this year, strikes out looking for out number 1. Stockman, his first out recorded as a strikeout. Fergus Falls and St. Martin, the next scheduled game here at Chaska, as Shaky grounds it to short, out at 2. The relay is in time for the double play, and that ends the game. Young America wins it 11-3 over Ortonville. They advance to round 3. They'll play next Saturday afternoon right here at Chaska Athletic Park. A good start on the hill from Dylan Whitaker, went 5, just allowing 1 run on 2 hits, striking out 4, and then Horniman, Harms, Weigert, and Stockman combine to lead the Cardinals to a victory. The Rox head home after putting up 6 hits and 3 runs. And Young America, 11 runs on 14 hits. And so they earn a spot into next week's 3rd round in this Class C State Amateur Baseball Tournament. We thank you for watching this one. The next game will come just shortly in probably about 25 to 30 minutes. That'll be St. Martin and Fergus Falls here in this round 2 matchup here at Chaska Athletic Park. For now, saying so long, I'm Ren Clayton, Dave Whitman on the camera. Again, the final score, Young America wins it over Ortonville 11-3.
Amateur baseball is one of Minnesota's great sporting traditions. The state tournament brings together hundreds of communities in late summer at great ballparks all around the state. Coverage of every game can be found on PrepSpotlight.tv. PrepSpotlight.tv's coverage of today's state tournament game is made possible by the Minnesota Baseball Association, and also with help from the Minnesota Twins. Celebrate Town Ball with the Twins on September 11th. Visit twinsbaseball.com/townball for details. Now let's get to the ballpark.